Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Nigerian pastors will not cease to amaze us over some of their predictions and some of the things they stand to represent. Oftentimes, we realize that there's a clash in it, and one begins to wonder whether some are politically motivated to prophesy, or maybe they have a pre-knowledge before they begin to speak out just to win the hearts of the people to them. But however, we have a case here, and it has to do with Uzodinma and Emeka Ihedioha. Don't forget that some time ago, a year or two, one of the Catholic bishops, well known to Nigerians, came up with a prophecy that there is hope in Imo State, and that hope Uzodinma was going to take over. It was the will of God for him to be there. But right now, another prophet has come up to prophesy against the person of Hope Uzodinma, and this time around the man is recommending Ihedioha. I'm just wondering where these guys are getting this thing from, these prophecies from. But however, let's just listen to the content of it and also what Nigerians have to say about it. And according to the news, the leader of INRI, Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elisha Ayodele, on Saturday warned Governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, ahead of 2023. In his new series of 2022 prophecies, Primate Ayodele warned Uzodinma against bidding for a second term as governor, warning Uzodinma against wasting his money to campaign. The cleric said there will be a coalition that will fight and conquer Uzodinma in his bid to rule Imo State again. In a statement signed by the media aide Osho Oluwatosin, the prophet said there will still be troubles in the state. He said God was not involved in his declaration as the governor of the state, adding that the prophecy that ushered him in was just a political game. He said the prophecy that ushered him in was just a political game. In other words, it's hitting at the other prophet and not from the heavenly throne, describing Governor Uzodinma as a Saul in the state. He said in 2023, Governor Hope Uzodinma should not waste money for election. He will fail totally. I see a coalition coming together to fight against him. I don't see peace in the state. I see bloodshed. I see killing threats to life in Imo State. The prophecy that ushered in Hope Uzodinma was a game plan. God has no hand in his emergence as governor. It was just a political game. The cause of the destruction in Imo State is the circumstance that led to the emergence of Hope Uzodinma. He is a Saul in the land, and that's why he is not enjoying his seat. Meanwhile, in another prophecy, Primate Ayodele has also said that Ihedioha should prepare to return to power because he will restore the lost glory of Imo State. Here's the People Democratic Party, PDP, to give Ihedioha the governorship ticket if they want to win the election. In a statement by his media aides again, Oluwatosin Osho, the clergyman said he saw the hand of God on Ihedioha. According to him, he said Emeka Ihedioha should get prepared. If PDP wants to win, they should give it to him. He will bring back the lost glory of the state. I see the hand of God on Emeka Ihedioha. He will govern Imo State again. Ihedioha was hoisted out from power by the Supreme Court after he won the last governorship election in the state. The Supreme Court had declared Hope Uzodinma governor of the state instead of Emeka Ihedioha. Wow, wow. I mean, pastors. I don't know. He said the other prophecy was not from heaven, you know. In other words, the Catholic priest, which we all know, was giving us a game plan, political game plan, which was not part of the will of God for Imo State. And if you listen very well, you hear certain things that the man said. He said that the force that will bring down Hope Uzodinma is actually a coalition. And fairly recently, we have seen Emeka Ihedioha kind of being in the same, table, in the same level with Okorocha, And I think one of the videos, if you check our feed, you're going to see it where both of them were dancing together, and these were two guys who never really liked themselves. You know, whenever there is we share the same political interest, automatically we become political friends. I think that's just the situation on ground. But you know what bothers a lot of people is why is it that prophecies now, especially from men of God, seems to look like prediction, you know, because I could still remember that everything he is saying here has already played out, and I don't even think that there is any Imolite that will be willing to go the pathway of Uzodinma, except for those who are beneficiaries of his administration. So many people do not like him. Now, this is true. I'm not trying to be, subjective. I'm trying to be very objective. A lot of people castigate him. They complain that ever since he came on board, this has been happening. And most especially the fact that he invited the military down to come and stay there has made most people to really reject him. They say they don't want him. So without anyone closing his eyes and shaking, without being a seer, one can easily predict, based on the fact and proofs on ground, that the 2023 election may be very difficult for Uzodinma, except he has his own game plan, or maybe there's something as some abracadabra that he will do again to see himself leading the people come 2023. But outside that, it will be far difficult. I don't even need to close my eyes and begin to prophesy. The proofs are there. You understand? The people are angry. They fight. Also, the level of fight he has thrown at Okorocha, who is his predecessor. The fight alone is enough, to make one begin to wonder if he will still have a taste of power again come 2023. Don't forget that Okorocha also have his own people who are giving him maximum support. Emeka Ihedioha, the same thing. He wasn't given an opportunity. I think he just was there for 8 or 9 months. So we are so sure that the kind of battle and tension that will be in Imo State come 2023 will be unbelievable. A lot of people wants to see another person, even if it's not Emeka Ihedioha, but someone very different who will have the people at heart and who will kind of not share in the same political moves like the current administration. Most people will really, really appreciate it. So I'm just wondering if this is prophecy. You understand? I know that Prime Minister Ihedioha has been rolling out prophecy, and the prophecy has always been targeting politicians. I wonder if he's a political prophet. I'm not trying to castigate him. He's a great guy, but I'm just wondering why we don't have visions or possibly have prophecies that has to do with how things will turn around in the country, or how the next move that must be taken for Nigeria to have a turnaround in the area of insecurity and all of that. Nigerians are really, really longing to hear such prophecies and see it come to manifestation, because one thing that makes prophecy very valid is when you prophesy and the people see it come to pass, they will start trusting you. But however, let's still believe that Prime Minister Ihedioha's prophecy has been will come to pass, or let's just believe that it was God that gave him the prophecy, and let's watch to see if it will come to pass. I'd like to leave it there. What's your position? Do you think that come 2023 or 2024, depending on when they will do Imo State election, that Emeka Ihedioha or whoever that will come on the platform of PDP will carry the day? Let's discuss in our comments.